everyone, Ivy Lee Gaming here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. For today's video, we're going to continue reacting to the Watchers Academy series from YouTube. Today's topic is Beginner Progression Guide.
The finest blood for the most untainted soul.
So this actually goes along well with my recent collab with Mabucket. We kind of talked more mid-game progression regarding pushing these stages of like artifact and the gear raids. And yeah, it kind of left some people wondering, well, what about the beginner side of things? Which of course, we all have lots of beginner tips around in all of our videos, but I'm really curious to see what the official video has to say. So it looks like the topics are kind of training heroes, enhancing gear, and then enhancing artifacts. So I'm certainly curious about the advice that this is going to give for beginner players, and also just see if we agree based on our personal experiences so far. So this is a bit of a longer watch. It's 9 minutes and 22 seconds. So again, I'll pause when appropriate, but we'll try to let it play through pretty well. And yeah, let's see what they have to say. We'll comment as we go along, and you guys can let me know what you think and see if you agree.
Welcome back to another episode of the Watchers Academy. Have you ever found yourself stuck at a certain stage in the game and wondered how to break through it? Well, you're in luck. In this episode, we'll be sharing the main strategies that can help you advance in the game and delve deeper into the world of Taya. To make things easier for you, we've divided the video into 4 essential parts. This way, you'll be able to quickly find the information you need. Without further ado, let's get started. Part 1. Ways to train heroes. Number 1. Acquire heroes. Heroes can be acquired through various means, including hero summoning, hero fusion, shard summoning, and numerous other.
I didn't want to pause. Did that make you guys giggle? Ways to train heroes. Number 1, get them in the first place.
Other avenues. The most common way to obtain a new hero is through hero summoning. To summon a hero, you'll need summoning crystals. In the Invocation of Spirits event, you can use rare summoning crystals or diamonds to summon new heroes. However, if you're aiming for rarer heroes, you'll need to use legendary summoning crystals, which are more difficult to obtain. Legendary summoning crystals guarantee drops for epic heroes, and if you use them in divine summoning, you'll have a higher chance of obtaining legendary heroes. Keep an eye out for ancient summoning crystals, which are even rarer and more valuable. Save them for the limited time ancient summoning event. This event presents a better opportunity to acquire powerful lord heroes or special chaos dominion heroes. Adding these heroes to your team will give you a significant advantage in battle. Trying to get more heroes? There are a couple of approaches you can take.
That's one thing I wish that was just always there, so it's less confusing. Maybe not at the top like it showed in that screenshot, but at the bottom, after divine summoning, after the legendary crystal section, have a section for the ancient summoning crystals, and that way the information's there. And just have it say closed, or if they know the date it's going to be coming, be like, opening in 24 days. Like, put it there so people at least understand what's going to happen with ancient summoning crystals, because so many people don't realize. And the TLDR is those ancient crystals give you a higher % chance of summoning a lord, but it's not guaranteed, and you can still just get a crappy rare hero. So do not sacrifice your legendaries that are quote-unquote bad for some awakening shop materials just to buy an ancient crystal, because you'll probably regret it. And those events are very limited. It sounds like they're about once a month, but we haven't seen our first one yet.
First, try Hero Fusion. This allows you to train multiple specific heroes that are required for fusing into a stronger hero. Alternatively, you can participate in shard summoning events to obtain shards of a specific hero. As you accumulate more shards, you'll eventually have enough to summon the hero directly. In addition to the methods mentioned above, you can also acquire more powerful heroes by clearing specific campaign stages, completing missions in the storyline, or achieving certain goals in events. Unlocking heroes of each faction in the gallery can also activate attribute bonuses, so work hard to acquire new heroes and unlock their full potential. Number 2. Upgrade heroes. Increasing a hero's level is crucial for enhancing their basic attributes. The most efficient method to achieve this is by farming the EXP raid, which provides hero EXP potions. Keep in mind the difficulty of the EXP raid is determined by your progress in the storyline. Higher difficulty stages yield more EXP upon completion. Once your hero reaches a specific level, let's say level 40 for example, they will require heroes of the same star level as materials to unlock their new level cap, known as Star Up. Hero levels progress in increments of 10, meaning the next Star Up level would be from level 50 to level 60, and so on. To maximize resources, it is advisable to use common and advanced heroes and/or psychic powers as Star Up materials. Currently, each hero's star level has a maximum cap of 6 stars, while the level cap reaches a maximum.
Currently? That makes it sound like they might eventually make them 7 stars. I don't want that. No thanks. No thanks. Don't ever do that. I don't know why games would do that. Oh man, it just makes it even harder and harder and harder and more expensive to try to improve a character. And man, if Raid did that, people would be so pissed. Not that Raid doesn't piss people off all the time, but yeah, Raid Shadow Legends has been around for 4 years and they never increased beyond 6 stars. And I certainly think that was a good thing. The amount of to take 4 4-stars to get a 5-star, 5 5-stars to get a 6-star, and then what, 6 6-stars to get a 7-star? That would be terrible. Please don't change that.
Of level 60. Number 3. Promote heroes. Promoting heroes to higher levels brings additional bonuses and advantages. This includes unlocking new skills, enhancing existing skill attributes, expanding attack ranges, and more. Each promotion enhances the hero's basic attributes further. To obtain insignia for hero promotions, engage in the promotion raid. Different heroes require specific insignia for promotion, and as the promotion stages increase, the required insignia levels also increase. Additionally, when promoting a hero to 5 and 6 purple stars, you will need legendary extracts and myth extracts. Aim to clear higher difficulty stages of the promotion raid to acquire these essential extracts. It's important to note that the number of times a hero can be promoted depends solely on their star level. In simple terms, the higher the star level, the higher the promotion limit. The maximum promotion limit is 6 purple stars. 4. Awaken heroes. Awakening a hero is a comprehensive way to enhance their basic attributes. It not only improves their overall abilities, but also unlocks special effects at specific awakening levels, such as Awaken 1, Awaken 3, and Awaken 5. In the case of legendary Lord heroes, reaching Awaken 2 provides a boost to their Lord skills. There are 2 methods to awaken a hero. You can utilize additional copies of the hero, which will grant you a psychic power of the corresponding quality as hero star material. Alternatively, you can choose to employ soul stones of the corresponding rarity. With the necessary resources, you can awaken each hero up to 5 times.
It's super important to say that those universal epic awakening stones for souls are pretty important. We only get them from Tide and some chances to get them, I believe, in the guild boss as well, but they don't drop too often. Same goes for the legendary as well. If you get those awakening stones through Tide, don't just put them on any old random hero that's epic that you like. You're probably just going to end up getting dupes of those heroes eventually anyway. You really want to save them for something more rare like the epic lords, and not just any epic lord, not Ain just because you got him. More like Wrath because he's actually amazing and worth maxing out. Save those epic awakening stones that are universal for Wrath 100%. I really think that's a perfect first use of them. Put him to Awaken 3 when you get them. And then we get another soul for Wrath specifically later on in the second phase of daily login rewards. So you can very easily take Wrath to Awaken 5 and take advantage of his self-healing, which makes him not only a great fighter, but he can self-sustain. He can handle a lane on his own. If there's a board where you kind of want to not have a extra healer in there, he can really handle his own. And he's just such a good hero. He made my guild boss so much better as well. And yeah, just be really careful about wasting those rare resources.
Number 5. Upgrade hero skills. Upgrading hero skills yields improved effects, such as higher skill damage, longer durations, stronger healing capabilities, and more. You can enhance hero skills using skill dusts and skill crystals, with each upgrade randomly applying to a skill. Similar to hero promotion, the materials required for skill upgrades vary based on the hero's rarity.
And I do want to point out Volca. Her passive allows for her to have extra healing for her allies as well. So keep an eye out for some of the heroes. Obviously, certain skills are going to have more value than others. Like, I'm not going to worry about maxing out my Volca completely. I'm going to max out, like, my Silas next just to get his damage up. And Volca I really want for the sake of kind of the lifesteal she gives everybody. But yeah, take a look and don't just max out your best hero just because they're your best hero. You'll probably notice sometimes that early on you're going to need to just be super selective about where those skills are going. And you can't choose, so if you get lucky early on and your main damage dealer, they all go to their ultimate, maybe stop and start putting the skills in someone else that could use some love as well.
In the early stages of skill upgrades, skill dusts alone are sufficient. However, as you progress and reach higher degrees of skill upgrades, both skill dusts and skill crystals are needed. For detailed information on acquiring these essential resources to train your heroes, be sure to check out our previous episode titled Resource Acquisition and Allocation Guide. Part 2. Ways to enhance gear. Number 1. Types of gear. Equipping heroes with gear items can further boost up their basic attributes, increasing their BP. Gear sets are categorized into 2 types, 2-piece sets and 3-piece sets.
I haven't even seen if the quick equip actually does a good job. But let's just say in most games I've played that have an auto equip or a quick equip option, not usually. Not usually. So I'd be super curious. I need to see if they actually suggest right, but don't rely on that, that's for sure. You can definitely use the guides as references from us content creators, talk to other people, and honestly, Mabucket's website has now added build guides that are really helpful, and it gives you a general idea of what you're hoping to aim for stats, depending on where you're at in the game. So really, really helpful tool, which I always link.
The former includes weapons and breastplates, while the latter consists of bangles, amulets, and rings. You can unlock gear slots by successfully completing specific stages in the storyline. Weapons and breastplates can be obtained through Gear Raid 1, while 3-piece sets are available in Gear Raid 2 and 3. Additionally, the Dwarven Association occasionally stocks various types of gear items. As you progress through the gear raids, the range of gear sets you can acquire expands. This allows you to equip each hero with the most suitable gear for their abilities. Number 2. Enhance gear. After equipping your hero with the most suitable gear set, you can utilize gold to further enhance its attributes. Prioritize enhancing gear items that possess a greater number of attributes. For example, focus on enhancing the item in offensive gear sets with the most damage attributes, and select the item in defensive gear sets that provide the most durability boosts. For detailed information on gear sets, make sure to refer to our episode titled Gear Guide. Part 3. Ways to enhance artifacts. Number 1. Acquire artifacts. Artifacts offer attribute bonuses and special effects to heroes. Alongside the special artifacts available in the guild shop, you can also forge artifacts by farming the artifact material raid to obtain the necessary forging materials. It's important to note that legendary and mythic artifacts.
It's so rigged, isn't it? I swear, every one that they show are the ones we got. Like, I got Ajax's one. Scarlet, we all got, like, first for the most part. It's so weird. I actually had some pretty good summons of these recently, but definitely don't start farming these with tons of energy and wasting all your energy here until you can farm Mythic. Just use what you got in the materials you get while doing, whatever random content's gonna give it, or, like, the battle pass. But don't go blasting a ton of stamina in the artifact raid until you're at the later stages. And I would say only do so when you have to. Before that, for sake of the hero's path, where it makes you farm a little bit or level up an artifact. And just a quick tip there for the hero's path, when it says, like, take an artifact to level 10, just do one of the, like, crit rate epic ones, because it's a lot cheaper to take an epic to level 10 than it is to take a legendary. And it's really not that bad resource-wise. You'll get it back pretty quick.
Artifacts can only be equipped by heroes of the corresponding classes. Certain artifacts synergize exceptionally well with specific heroes, and they can be exclusively utilized by those heroes. Assess the situation and choose the artifacts to equip accordingly. Number 2. Enhance artifacts. Obtain enhancement materials for artifacts by farming the artifact material raid or selling unwanted artifacts. Although not recommended, you also have the option to exchange materials with excess arena coins in the arena. Once you have
Although
reached
not
the maximum
recommended,
level
exactly,
of
then don't
enhancement
do
for an
it.
artifact, you will need to promote that artifact. Artifact promotion requires either consuming the same artifact or utilizing artifact essence of the corresponding quality. Part 4. The Pantheon. Number 1. Dragon Skills. By progressing through the designated stages in the storyline, you can unlock both the Faction Trial and the Pantheon. Within the Pantheon, you can train Hyperion, who grants 4 distinct bonuses applicable to all of your heroes. Upgrade the levels of these bonuses using Insignia. To acquire the necessary insignia for all 4 bonuses, participate in the Faction Trial. Training heroes belonging to the corresponding faction aids in obtaining rarer faction insignia. Additionally, achieving higher star ratings in battles leads to better rewards from the Faction Trial stages. Number 2. Event Rewards. As Hyperion's skills and levels advance, it triggers exclusive rewards from Pantheon events. Alongside avatar borders, double EXP buffs, and diamonds, you can also receive permanent gold and EXP bonuses. Moreover, you'll obtain increased guild coins from guild quests, as well as expanded gear and hero capacity limits. Daily rewards from Hyperion are also at your disposal. Alright!
Yeah, and with that, you don't have to accept it right away when you get those event rewards from Hyperion. Or Pantheon, whatever they considered it. So, don't accept that experience boost until you are ready to farm a shit ton of experience. And I mean, like, at least 1,000, 2,000 stamina, something worthy, ideally even more, honestly. Because you might have the first few days, like, oh, I have tons of these XP bonuses. It's nice to get these in the game, but they run out quick, and then you have to start getting them one way or another. Personally, I bought one in the arena once a week when I'm ready to do some farming and want to, like, 6-star a hero. And that's another thing to do. Save it, ignore the red dot, let those sit there until you're ready to use them.
Here's an overview of what we covered in this video today. That wraps up today's video at the Watchers Academy. If you find this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you in our next video.
Alright, and that was another fun video from the Watchers Academy giving some overall progression guidance. And I tried my best to give some tips from my experience about the things they were watching or they were showing along the way. Hope it was helpful, guys. I'll see you in the next one.